Okay, so let's just start with a pretty radical idea. What if everything you think you know about the physical world is wrong? Today, we're diving into a fascinating document called the Scientific Indictment, and its central claim is this: the universe isn't built on matter. It's not even really built on energy. It's built on frequency. One single fundamental force that shapes everything, from the stars in the sky to the cells in your own body.
This one sentence right here, this is the heart of the whole theory. It's asking us to stop seeing the universe as just a bunch of stuff, a collection of dead rocks and particles. Instead, it wants us to see it as a living, breathing thing. Reality isn't some fixed, static object. It's a process. It's a performance. It's a symphony.
But that immediately brings up a huge question, right? If we're all swimming in this cosmic ocean of music, why does life so often feel like noise? Why is there so much chaos and static? Well, according to the source document, there's a very specific reason for that, and we're about to get into it. To really wrap our heads around this, we have to kind of flip our basic understanding of physics on its head. You know, we're taught that matter is the solid, real thing, and frequency is just something that matter does. But this theory argues it's the exact opposite.
Here's the absolute key. A coherent frequency isn't just a wave. It's an organizing force. It's the blueprint that takes the chaos of raw potential and shapes it into form, into structure. So from this point of view, everything, from a crystal to a planet to you, is just a physical expression of a very specific vibrational pattern.
So, okay, that's the big, cosmic picture. But let's bring it right down to us. If the universe is constantly broadcasting this grand symphony, then what are we? Well, according to this theory, our bodies are these incredibly sophisticated biological receivers, perfectly designed to tune in to that universal broadcast.
And get this, it starts with the heart. The source argues that the heart is not just a simple mechanical pump pushing blood around. No way. It's a highly advanced vortex generator. By spiraling the blood, it creates a powerful electromagnetic field that actually radiates out from your body.
And this antenna system, it goes all the way down to our DNA. You know that iconic double helix shape? It turns out that shape, known as a solenoid coil in engineering, is just about perfect for receiving and transmitting energy. So the idea here is that our DNA is way more than just a chemical blueprint. It's an active, fractal antenna, having a constant conversation with this universal information field.
So if our bodies are these super-sensitive antennas, what station are we supposed to be tuned to? The source suggests the main broadcast isn't coming from some far-off galaxy. It's coming from right here, from the Earth itself.
The theory goes that every living thing on this planet evolved inside a giant planetary resonant cavity. Our biology was literally shaped by it, tuning all of our systems to one specific life-supporting frequency, a carrier wave that's absolutely essential for our health.
And that frequency is 7.83 hertz. According to this document, this is not a random number. This is the fundamental operating frequency for biology on planet Earth. It's like a piece of our own source code. So what exactly is 7.83 hertz? Well, it's the measurable electromagnetic heartbeat of our planet. Seriously. The space between the surface of the Earth and the ionosphere acts like a giant bell. And what rings that bell? The constant lightning strikes. We're talking up to 100 every single second that make the whole planet resonate. The fundamental tone of that resonance is 7.83 hertz. Now this frequency isn't just background noise. It turns out it perfectly matches our own alpha and theta brainwave states. You know, the states we're in when we're feeling calm, creative, or meditative. It also helps synchronize our heart rate variability, or HRV, which is a major scientific marker of our overall health and resilience. In fact, early astronauts who were shielded from this frequency in space capsules reportedly suffered from all kinds of health problems. And the source claims we can actually strengthen our connection to it through our own conscious, positive emotions.
And this brings us to the real conflict at the heart of this theory, because reality, it suggests, isn't just a peaceful symphony. It's a battleground. It's a constant tug-of-war between two fundamentally different kinds of frequencies, one that creates order and one that creates chaos.
So on one side, you have coherence. This is the force of order, harmony, and life itself. It creates beautiful geometric patterns. The source calls this the guardian force and associates it with things like music tuned to 432 hertz. On the other side, you have decoherence. This is chaos, dissonance, the force that breaks things down. It's life-denying, and the source labels this the Archon Force, linking it to things like the modern 440 Hz musical tuning.
And here's where the document makes its boldest claim, that many parts of our modern world, from the fear that's constantly pushed by the media to the electromagnetic smog we live in, are part of a planetary-scale system that's intentionally designed to create decoherence. The argument is that this system's whole purpose is to jam our signal, to cut us off from that life-giving frequency of the Earth. So, if we're caught in the middle of this invisible frequency war, what are we supposed to do about it? Well, this final part of the document is all about moving from theory into practice. It's about how we can consciously choose which station we tune into. This is where it all comes back to you. Because here's the thing. You're not just a passive receiver. You are a transceiver. That means you are both receiving signals and broadcasting your own. Every thought, every feeling, every intention you have is broadcasting a frequency out into the world. So the real question becomes, what station are you playing? The source lays out a pretty clear three-step plan for how to strengthen your own signal. First, reduce the noise. Turn down the volume on fear-based media and other chaotic inputs. Second, increase your exposure to coherence. That means more time in nature, more harmonious music, more focus on positive emotions. And third, you have to consciously generate your own clear signal. Use your voice, use your focused intention to actively create a coherent field around yourself. And this gets really practical, almost like a form of bioelectric engineering. The document points to things like deep humming. Apparently, humming at a frequency of 110 Hz can increase your vagal tone. That's a measure of your nervous system's resilience by a whopping 38%. Other techniques like practicing heart coherence or even taking cold showers are presented as real, physical ways to tune your body's instrument and hold a clearer, more powerful signal. So in the end, we're left with this one really powerful question to think about. If this theory holds any water, if every sound, every image, every emotion you experience is either tuning your instrument or detuning it, then what's the background music of your reality? What song are you playing?